chair. Can you support the move?
Yes, sir.
You didn't just sit there. Yeah. But okay, you can't move it when you get there. Okay. Yeah, what you did is you pulled it out. You have to actually, that's your staging.
Okay.
All right, there we go. Okay, we have Sylvia with us as well. Sylvia, you can still hear? Outstanding. Good. It's clear. Audio seems to be doing pretty good. All right, we are talking. Sylvia, you're more than welcome to add value, get input, talk whenever you want to. Okay, everybody ready? We know what we're talking about?
Law of attraction.
That's right. Do we know what area?
No,
because I haven't told anybody.
No, you haven't told us.
I have not told anyone.
I have a feeling it's in the financial area.
No, it's not in financial, but that's coming. That's coming. I'm trying to go in a order, or in an order that I
builds up.
That builds logically what you need each step of the way. What do you have?
We've talked about emotion.
Okay.
We've talked about thoughts.
Okay.
So to me, the only logical step next would be your attitude.
Okay, that's coming. That's probably coming.
We talked about resistance.
Oh Lord.
How about receiving?
Okay, receiving works. That receiving may come. That because I can combine both of those together. Relationships.
Oh.
Yes.
Can I get out?
Yes. The law of attraction and relationships.
Jump, Sylvia.
Yes. Everybody immediately lowered their heads and took out their tablets and started writing after the collective.
Because I'm going to need notes for this.
After the collective. Oh. Okay. Yes. Let's start this off with a general conversation first. Why would I bring up the law of attraction in the relationship department?
Because I'm sorry.
Okay, just talk loud enough. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to introduce. You can't see on camera, but we have Sylvia with us. Yes, and she has. Here's what happened. She subscribed very early on, and she's been seeing. Now, what we do. This is the first 30 days. So if you're in the first 30 days of subscribing, you get these things. I record, then we release. Record, release. Now, if it's a month from now, then this will just be on the cycle. This will be on the cycle. It'll be pretty cool. But record, release is awesome. However, Sylvia has been with us from the beginning. Yes. And she was giving great feedback. It was like, oh my God, it was great. All great stuff. And then she asked if she could be a part of it. And I was like, sure you can.
That's awesome.
Yes.
That is.
Can you hear them cheering for you? Can you hear them cheering for you? Okay, good. Yes. She's awesome, super positive person. And then we will let her talk, and obviously we'll just repeat it for the camera so the camera can hear her. So Sylvia, when you watch this episode, this is all about you. Well, not the topic, but in this moment, okay? The topic's about everybody.
All right, yes.
I don't want y'all to think that she had relationship problems okay, all right. Law of attraction relationships. Now, you were getting ready to say why you think I would bring this up. Okay, that's an appropriate response. Okay, Sylvia's correct. In relationship around, you bring negative vibes to relationships. She's correct. What about you, Deanna? Okay. You said you attracted. That is true. But then also true, you bring these vibes too.
Yes.
We don't just attract them. We walk them wherever we want to go. I'm coming to that. But go ahead.
Put them in a suitcase and bring them from
Talk a little. We got a little louder. We got Cameron and her.
We carry them. We pack these negative vibes into suitcases and take them from one relationship to the next.
Yep, that's coming up.
In law of attraction and relationships, it's like with life. If you think a certain thought, you attract that thought to you. If you're already at your core this type of person, then that's what's going to come out, and that's what you're also going to attract to you. But you're also going to push it out on others. So in your relationships, what you are is what you get.
In your relationship, what you are is what you get. Okay? What do you have, Michelle?
That's what I was gonna say. That
That's
whatever our relationship in is good or bad is because we attracted it. We attracted the bad relationships. We attracted the good relationships.
That is absolutely correct. Okay? Mr. Sir?
They gave some great examples about relationships, but I would say to answer your question as to why it came up, I would say is that for one, the word itself, law of attraction, is a word of prosperity. Nobody that lives in poverty or even have a poverty mindset even know the word law of attraction. So in order to even have the law of attraction, which is prosperity, it has to be in every area of your life, even your relationships. And it is not more so of the relationship, like, what you're getting from the people. Is more so of, even more powerful, so of what you're taking to the people. Because you're thinking you're clean, but you're taking all your contamination into a clean relationship and you contaminating everybody.
Okay, makes sense. Let me make just one correction real quick. The law of attraction isn't necessarily prosperity. The way you use it in this culture, it is. You will attract scum to you or soap to you. Okay? $1 million to you or under a bridge homeless to you. Okay? The law of attraction is always working. You can never turn it on. You can never turn it off. It is, I got you, I saw your head. It's uncontrollable. It is always working every time. When you were poor-minded, you was just poor. Mm-hmm. Hey, poor, find me please, poor. Thank you, poor. Now that you're prosperity-minded, hey, prosperity, find me please.
I'm right here, right here.
Prosperity, right here.
Okay, so go ahead. You had a comment or a question?
So.
No, so.
Thank you.
Okay. Let me.
I wanted to bump you something.
Yeah. Let me explain what that is about. All of these people right here, 1, 2, and 3, and even my son in the background trying to get my attention. What's up, buddy? Okay, we'll work it out. Come walk it over here to Miss Deanna. Now, all these people. He can get on camera. That's fine. He's a scrappy.
You don't want to trip over the cord.
All these people are professional speakers. Yes.
Woo!
Yes.
Professional.
Yes. And this weekend, next weekend, they will all be sharing the stage with Les Brown himself.
Woo!
Sharing.
And so it's a filler that we don't do. Okay. All right, so while she's busy, we'll skip her comment for right now. Anybody else had any general things? Let me go to Sylvia real quick. Sylvia, did you have any more comments before I get to the teaching?
No, I started kind of random on this video, but generally I have questions.
Okay, makes sense. Okay, you go with your comment.
Oh, I don't have a comment.
Okay, go ahead, Deanna.
With law of attraction and relationships, it not only... and this is a thought that I just had. It not only deals with the relationship that you have with others, but also the relationship that you have with yourself.
Yes, that's good. That's a good point. I'm not even sure if I was going to bring it up today, but now I am going to bring it up. So that's a good point. That's a very good point. So good job there. All right, let's get into some teaching. You might want to write these things down. Okay. You don't have. Go ahead. Go ahead. You don't have a single relationship you have not attracted. Just write that down, accept it, deal with it. Well, I don't want this hater in my life. Yes, you do. Because like attracts like. Now I want all of you, let's borrow from Bryant's Holy Scriptures for a moment. Just nothing too holy. It's okay. It's just there's some obscure words in there that I want to bring out. It's totally obscure. In the beginning of your Bible says, each plant produced its own likeness. It's way in the beginning. Genesis chapter 1. It's way in the beginning. Each plant produced its own likeness. That means if it was a tomato, it only produced a tomato. I need for all of you to understand, here's number 2, or number 1 inside of number 2. Yes, this is going to hurt very bad. The relationships around you are you. That is, turn it down for me a little bit, buddy. The relationships around you, Ashley, turn it down for me, buddy. I'm on camera. The relationships around you, okay, the relationships around you, they're you. So guess what? All that judging, that didn't work out for you. You attracted what you judged. Yeah, oh no.
Look, I'm trying to look.
Yeah, you attracted what you judged. Yes.
Oh.
Okay, revelation. Let's hear it. Let's hear this revelation.
Revelation is my daughter. She's young 20s.
Okay.
She likes to wear short skirts. She likes to wear workout clothes in public, just not in the gym.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a problem with that.
What you say?
I had a problem with it, and to me, that was wrong. That was wrong. Not realizing I used to dress like that.
Look at you. Look at you.
I used to dress provocatively.
Look at you. So now that we about, almost 2 years older than our daughter, I was gonna say 30, but okay.
You can say that now.
Like I can say.
I just said it. My daughter's in her early 20s.
Oh, okay,
So.
all right. Yeah, but she's a little older, but she's about 2.5 days older than her daughter.
Thank you.
There we go.
Thank you.
We forgot 2.5 days ago that we did the same thing. So when you judged her and her attire, you got more of her in her attire.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yes. The more I commented on it, the more she wanted, the more she wore it.
What you resist persists. I'm coming back to that because a lot of y'all have marital problems or relational problems because you keep resisting your significant other and not building with your significant other. We're coming back to the yes. There will be tears. No, I'm just joking. Hopefully not. Okay, hopefully not. There are already tears happening. Okay. Hold on. Let me save you from the cry right now. What was my last one? I'm building
What
about
do you
that.
judge?
No, the one before
What
that.
you judge, the more you get.
Yes, the more you judge.
So I was
the more you get.
judging her.
It's like own kind. It's like kind. That means that your relationships outside of you are you, whether you want them to be or not. You're gonna have to admit this. I'm spending a little time right here because I can't talk to you after this until you grasp this concept. You thinking you're better than them, you're not.
Ooh.
You can't be, because like attracts like.
Birds of a feather.
Saying comments like such as I wouldn't do that to them. Yes, you would. Because like attracts like. You are only saying you wouldn't do that to them because you're thinking about them. You're not doing a Michelle and being transparent enough and admitting you used to do that to someone else. Mm-hmm. It's no, we can't move on. She mouthed to me, can we move on? Can we move on? No, we cannot. Yes, you got to grasp this concept. I want all of you right now to think about all of your relationships. The superficial ones, the acquaintances, to the close friends, to the lovers. We're coming back to lovers. We're coming back. Let's start with the inner layer, skipping lovers, close friends. Your close friends are you. Mm-hmm. How they behave is how you behave. Let's go out. Those acquaintances, that's the superficial you.
Your representative.
It's still you.
Okay.
It's like you're like an onion. It's still you. You only, but I don't. But these not my people. I just work here. No, you attracted that job with those people. See, you keep trying to blame your job for why you have drama, and you won't admit that you are the drama, and that's why you were attracted to that job. Yes, Revelations got 2 of them. By all means, and then I'm gonna go to Sylvia after you two talk.
Okay, so I recently left. I retired. Yes.
That's good.
I recently left a job that I attracted because, and the people were, I'll just say there was drama.
Mm-hmm.
When I started to change me and realize that I'm not those people anymore, or I didn't fit in anymore with those people, and is that why it made me so much easier to transform into the next step of my life?
Yes, it would have been easier, but let me talk about the side effect of changing in an environment that you used to be. Now watch it. I didn't say used to be in. I said used to be. Because before you were above the drama, I need you to receive.
I was
you were the drama.
I was gossiping,
right.
and then I realized my integrity
There you go.
and my character started improving.
There you go. And you didn't just do that at your job.
In
And you're close. If you want to know how you behave, follow how you behave at your job, and then go to your closest relationships. You will see how you actually behave. If you're super nice at your job, but you're super mean in your your lover relationships, that super nice is the fake you. And since you had to be fake all day, you came home and overcompensated and was very mean to the people who love you. Yes.
That
Okay.
was me.
Okay.
That was me.
Yeah.
That was me.
Yeah. Okay. You too. Okay. Do we have a you two here too?
What you mean?
So you was a professional at it.
I mean, well, if I could comment, as you're talking, I'm just shaking my head because you're in total agreement. I was just recently telling a close friend of mine. He was like, "Why you, more or less, why you coming at me like that?" I said, "Cause you me."
Yeah.
He was like, "What you mean?" I say, "See, a lot of times, people say, I see you and me, I see me and you."
Mm-hmm.
I say, "Nah, bro, it's deeper than that.
Yep.
You are me.
Okay.
And I'm trying to stop you from making the mistakes I did.
Mm-hmm.
Because I ain't got to make these mistakes twice.
Mm-hmm.
I made them once. Now let me teach me how not to make them again."
Now watch this.
Because from the attitude, I'm like,
Oh yeah.
and then as my awareness level grows, I sit back and be like, man, I am a butthole. Like, I'm anal.
Yeah.
Like, I'm wrong.
Yep. So let me bring this up. Then I'm going to go to Sylvia. I'm going to have you, when she starts talking, I'm going to have you take this over there. Well, no, since she's right there. Now you start taking this over there so we can hear her. This anal, he said. Guess what? If you always want to be right, you attract in your life people who always want to prove you wrong.
Mm-hmm.
If you always, there's a reason why I brought up that like it's kind. If you always gossip, all your relationships are filled with gossip.
Mm-hmm.
If you're always angry, all your relationships are always angry. No matter what it is, no matter how it is, no matter what that shall be, it will be what you are, because you are what you planted, and you can only get what you put in the ground. Lastly, go ahead, hold on, Ashton. Lastly, what we have going on here is when you change, you don't get to look back and judge what you're leaving or what you want changed, because the only thing you're looking back at is the old you.
That's it. And you better not judge
And you didn't have a problem with it.
when it was you.
And exactly. In fact, it was invisible to you when you were doing it.
It was. It was.
Completely.
Completely invisible. You were so in
So
it.
powerful.
You didn't even. It was invisible. You didn't notice it until you stopped. Until you stopped being that. Okay. So Sylvia, we're gonna let you talk now. Let's hear from you.
I have a question, like for work, for example. Like,
Okay.
I experience a lot of awkward working positions where I'm just like, I don't vibe with everybody else around me. So like, I mean, I've tried being nice or whatever, and things still didn't work out. So does it have to do like I'm supposed to be there because of the like we don't attract each other, or is it because I'm not doing enough?
Okay, got you. Here's what's happening here. I just didn't want a million people to see her Facebook name.
I'm
That's all.
so sorry.
Yeah.
Question. Can you connect to your speaker?
If I connect to the speaker also has a microphone in it, and then it's not. She won't be able to hear me as well.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's gonna think it's a microphone. That's why I did this.
My apologies.
No, it's okay. You're doing fine. You was trying to assist. Well, all right. Her question. Let's go backwards here, and let me ask you a few questions so I can answer you properly. You have a few issues at the job. You said you don't like them, correct?
Yeah.
And then I'm assuming the issues are people, correct?
Yes.
And you don't vibe with them well, is what you said, correct?
Yes. Yes.
And this is a constant thing at your job, right?
Yeah.
All right, you got 3 things going on. Okay? Write these down in order. Thing number 1, you are putting energy in the wrong people, places, and things at your job. That's what's happening. So the more you complain, and you may not complain on your job, but you go home and you complain. You get in your car and complain. You complain in your head.
Subliminal complaint.
Whatever you do, or whatever you do, it's planting. You're basically, your energy is the fertilizer for what you don't want. Did everybody receive that?
Yes.
The more she resists it, or the more she tries to correct it, because that's how normally what you all do. You go in there, you try to correct the problem. You cannot correct poison without getting poisoned.
Come on, Ivy.
Did that make sense?
Yes.
Come on, Ivy.
Yes. Think about it. I mean, oh, look at this poison. Let me correct this poison. As soon as you put your hands in there, your hands fall off because you tried to correct the poison. Now, from a non-poison perspective, we know this is poison, but thinking about this from a sowing and reaping perspective, you're the fertilizer. Hey, grow against me, please. I'm going to give you the energy that you need to grow against me.
And get mad in my heart.
Does that make sense? Remember, everything's energy. And I am giving energy to what I don't want. That's number 1. Second, okay, you ready? Second thing going on is somewhere in you, you have the tendency to be what you don't like at the job. Here's the beautiful thing about this. The beautiful thing about this is 2 things going on here. You have, maybe you're there, and it could be either or both. Okay, can you still hear me?
I can still hear you.
Okay, these are the 2 most important things. They're building into importance. I gave you least, not, although it was very important, but least important. These 2 are going to be, and then the last one going to be super important. Okay, these 2 things are going on inside of number 2. Thing number 1, she has a problem inside of her. This may not be true, but this could be. And what's happening is life is trying to teach you how not to be that anymore. Does that make sense?
Yes.
The way I would say this, and you heard me say this before, when I talk to people who are biblically inclined, is there's a story in the Bible about King Saul, who threw spears at David's anointing all the time. Every time David did something great, just, hey, get this spear. Now the text says David dodged the spears and then he dodged them again. So he dodged more than one spear, which is some pretty good character there. And the way I tell this to people is, you are not David. You're not the spear dodger. You're the spear thrower. And sometimes, yes sir, you can say it.
And sometimes God will sit you under a Saul to get rid of the Saul in you.
In you. Got it? So it could be you're in this place to get rid of that place in you. Does that make sense? That's option number one inside of option number two. And it could be either or both and. Here's the second one. You want greater. Greater is really close. You're about to have a major breakthrough. You're not your situation. That has nothing to do with you, what I just said. You're doing a great job manifesting and meditating. You're creating your own reality. And the only way you can experience the prosperity you're about to have is to go back to the law of opposites, and you need them to enjoy what you're about to get.
That's it. That's it right there.
I have a question.
Okay, you got it?
I have a question.
Got a question. I'm going to repeat it just so it can sink in, because you want to tell me, I like we repeat stuff, okay?
Okay.
Well, if this isn't for you, this is for the camera, this is for everybody else. What happens is you may be walking in your law of opposites right now. And you need this environment so you can enjoy the breakthrough that you've been creating. Did that make sense?
Yeah.
Now, it could be either or both and.
That was my question. That was my question.
That was your question.
If you can be both.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if you can have step 1 and step 2.
Well, most certainly, because we try to get to the next level without being the next level.
Okay.
And life would teach us how to be the next level by putting what is meant to get us to the next level in our lives. But
The experience.
but the experience of bad stuff, so you can climb over what is bad. It's not going to give you a ladder. It's going to bust you at the knees, so you can learn how to stand wounded. Make sense?
I'm attracted to the opposite.
Well, yeah. If you go back, when you go back and listen to some of the classes, I talked about the law of opposites very early on purpose.
Formula.
Was that? It was real early.
Knowledge plus experience equals being.
Okay, and you must go. You may very well be creating a wonderful reality, but in order for you to experience it, you got to experience the opposite first. And I gave the examples in one of these videos. I made him stand up. He's 5'9". But in order for him, he can't know he's 5'9" if the roof is the opposite of 5'9". If everything in this, yes, she got a breakthrough. I just heard it. If everything in this life was 5'9", you wouldn't enjoy being 5'9" or experience it. So you may very well be doing all the right stuff, but you need those bad vibes so you can experience the good promotion you're about to get.
Come on now.
What if it's not promotion? What if it's leaving your job?
And that's
a promotion, baby.
Yeah. She said, "What if it's
promotion is about you leaving?
Yeah, what if it's about promotion? It's about me leaving."
Oh, that's
You're about to.
Hey, yes.
You're about to leave into greatness.
Yes.
So you need to experience what you don't want. So when you get where you're going, you know exactly what you want.
Can you repeat that one more time?
Sure. You need to experience what you don't want. So when you get to where you're going, you know exactly what you want. Exactly. And let me just say this. For teaching purposes, many people, most of the people I talk to, they don't know what they want. That's okay. I'm not here to beat you up about that.
Just know what you don't want.
Know what you don't want.
Yeah.
And that's a good start. Because if you keep identifying what you don't want,
You can narrow it down.
you're going to be pretty much left with process of elimination. Well, let me try this. Because if you know what you, and hear this well, Sylvia, if you know what you don't want, I can't put that thing on you.
You can't give me no
You
banana.
caught it, but they missed it.
No, I got.
You caught it, Sylvia, but okay.
Well, I have a comment. It's as simple as you and somebody are trying to figure out what to eat, what restaurant to go to, and they pull up to a Thai restaurant, and you're like, I don't like Thai food. If you sit there and say, what do you want? Say, well, I know I don't want Thai food. I don't want Italian.
That's right.
I don't want Chinese. So that leaves only the options to eat
That you want.
that you want.
Yeah. Now let's say that a fool put it into dating. I'm dating you. Excuse me. You don't want no man. I try to date you. That doesn't matter. I can't put me. No, you gonna date me? No, I'm not. Thank you, sir. Get this mace the next time. You understand?
Yeah.
When you know what you don't want, your mama can't push grandbabies on you. Yes, Mom, I know you want to be a grandmother. I get it. But that's not in my future right now. I'm going after this career. Make sense?
That came to my second question.
Okay, go ahead. I got you. I'm listening.
About family, like you were talking about, we attract, or we are the reason why our relationships are the way they are, and we attract our relationships. So, but what if family is not so great? So we attracted that, or I don't know.
Yep.
Like,
Okay.
how does that work?
Yep. Sure. It absolutely. You attracted that, and but not only did you attract it, you created it, and I'm gonna break it down ASAP. I'm gonna skip most of these questions. I'm gonna get to yours real quick.
I can hold mine.
You can hold yours. All right. We need to go here right now. Everybody write this down. It's a bit long, but write this down. There are no such thing as relationship problems. Comma. I'll repeat. There are no such thing as relationship problems, comma. There are only character problems that show up in the relationship.
So that goes back to resistance.
Yes, yes. She says that goes back to resistance. She's absolutely correct. I'll repeat that just for clarity for our note-taking people online. There are no such thing as relationship problems. There are only character problems that show up in a relationship. If you have trouble at home, it is because you are the trouble at home. Not the other person. You. It doesn't matter what they're doing, and this is where it's going to get hard.
I can attest.
Yes.
He helped me in that one.
This is where it's going to get hard. Look, it's getting hot for her now.
It's getting hot, girl.
It's a cool 71 degrees in here.
No, it ain't.
She boiled.
No, it ain't.
You got them flashes, you know. I want you to understand that if you have any relationship problems, remember I said come back to lovers? Let's go into lovers. If you have a lover of any kind, your sexual preference is up to you. Don't bother me one bit. I'm just telling you, your significant other in whom you love and are intimate with in a loving manner, in an adult manner. I'm telling you that whatever they doing is your fault. Doesn't matter how you feel about that. And you don't get to disagree with science. A couple of things I'm going to point out here. Write this down. People can never put out to you what you have not put into them. People can never put out to you what you have not put into them.
That needs some hashtags to follow.
I'm trying to tell you. Old folk been saying it for years.
Not put
Yes,
in.
that means people can't treat you like you haven't put that treatment into them.
So people can never put out to you
What you have not put into them.
put into.
That's
all
right.
in the room.
There's a old folks saying, especially here in Texas, that says, if it's in the well, it's gonna come out in the bucket.
That's it.
Think about this. Y'all are getting the bucket in your relationship. You don't want to admit you filled the well. Yep. I know this old folk talk, but that well is full of water. You just drawing from the bucket, and you mad when the bucket
Come
out with some stuff you don't want to drink.
that you put in there.
But you, whether it be with passive aggressiveness, being quiet, being unsupportive, knick-knacking, not supporting their things they do well, but correcting the things they do wrong. That's the most popular way. It makes no sense for you to understand if you focus on a weak area and never pay attention to a good area of anything, that thing won't die. It makes no sense. It makes no sense that you take a plant, seed, the brown dead leaf, and you get to water the brown dead leaf and don't do nothing else. You get to pray over the dead leaf. And some of you folk, you plead the blood over the dead leaf.
With all.
You understand? You oiling down the dead leaf. All that attention on that dead leaf will kill the whole live plant.
That's true.
I'm gonna need you to understand, if you want to save that plant, and then that leaf is dead, it need to be cut off.
Prunes.
You need to cut off what's dead, and watch it, embrace what is living.
That's it.
I just said a whole lot.
That's it right there.
If you are having a problem in your significant relationships, it is because you keep trying to correct the dead. Stop being dead. I told you don't put no dishes in the sink. I told you not to do this. Why you always do that? What you do is, okay, this is something that is dead in this relationship. It is never going to be up to my standard. What I will do now is I will cut my opinion of this and focus on everything else they do right. I just freed somebody. Okay, I got Bryant, Michelle, and then Sylvia.
I just want to testify.
Okay, testify.
Because
And I wasn't even done with this point.
no, it's about that point.
Oh, I'm still
Because
in
of-
smoke.
Because of this point and the cutting off, I can testify and say that's true. It's real. 'Cause at one point, me and my wife had a disagreement, and
A married couple with a disagreement?
oh man, we
What you say?
We had a fight, a real fight, and I called. And I was like, bruh, I done messed up. I went all the way down to phase 1. I messed up. He said, respond in a way in which you want to be responded to.
That's what I told him.
I went back in and I responded in a way in which I wanted to be responded to. On top of that, in leadership class, I don't know how we ended up on relationships, but we ended up on relationships this particular leadership class. And he told me, he said, when you stop being in competition with your spouse and y'all become teammates, then y'all will be powerful. Because I used to actually compete with me. Because what I was competing with was what I put inside of her. And I used to compete with that. I used to put inside of her reading audiobooks. Now I'm competing with the fact that she might read one more than me. Instead of embracing that and we building a team. And okay, babe, you read one more than me? All right, what you got out of it? And you feel what I'm saying? Make it a team and we build together. So now that I've done that and I no longer compete and I actually include, oh man, this all good.
Alright, that's all good. Nothing wrong with that. Michelle, and then Sylvia's next.
My question was when you were saying cut it off that it's dead. Is that the same where people get the phrase is stop beating the dead horse?
Oh yeah, well, beating the dead horse is saying you proved your point.
Leave it alone.
The horse is dead. You killed the horse with your point. Now all this repeating you doing, it says you beating up this dead horse.
Is that
You just keep proving your point. All right, I heard you. No, I'm angry. You gonna be hurt like I'm hurt. Boom. But the horse dead. I got it. No, you don't have it because you don't understand. Boom. And you go back into this other. And I got another point to prove. Boom. And another thing.
In
Boom.
1985.
Okay. You know what I'm saying?
so is that the same thing as you were saying just cut off the leaf?
Yeah. When here's the analogy, and I'll break that. I'll make sure that analogy is even better, more fluid. When you have a leaf that is dead, I'm not talking about it's kind of dead. I mean dead. This is an issue that the only way you are going to save the plant is to simply prune the leaf. That's it. By pruning, I mean alleviate any option to give it energy, attention, time, observation. It is no longer a factor. We don't talk about when you cut the leaf off and throw it away, you don't have a funeral. You don't tell the leaf, you stupid leaf, you abandoned me. You abandoned the plant, now I'm not whole, because the leaf, watch it, that cut off leaf will regenerate. And it will be better than what you didn't like. If you love the rest of the tree. Let me put it in human talk so you can understand. If your significant other does something you don't like, correcting it is not going to make it better.
Nope.
Pointing it out is not going to make it better. Fixing the problem is not going to make it better. That was from my men. We like to fix problems. Instead of listen, we want to fix it. Being passive aggressive about the problem, it's not going to fix it.
That's going to make it worse.
Withdrawing, and since the problem exists and you don't want to deal with it, come on now. I wish I had somebody.
Come on now.
You know what? I'm just not going to deal with it.
Yeah, I'll worry about that later.
Do what you want.
Do what you want.
Yeah, that's not going to fix it. If you want to fix the problem of what your significant other is doing to you, you simply prune the problem. How do you prune the problem? Oh, this happened. I'm not going to pay attention to it. It was just energy that deflected by me, and I'm going to love the rest of him or her. And when I focus on the rest of him or her, what she or he does right, then what was wrong will be lifted up and it will grow out, and he or she won't have that problem no more, or it won't be as strong. Because when I lifted their self-esteem, I fixed their problem.
That's it.
What if what they're doing, their problem is hurting you?
No, it can't be hurting you. That is going to be where we close, and I'm going to stay there for a little bit.
Okay.
Their problem can't be hurting you. Why can't the problem be hurting you? Because you're trying to be a victim and you are a master creator.
Okay.
They can't hurt you.
Only you can hurt you.
Only you are hurting you. Your judgmental bias and your fear of actually taking responsibility for your life is why you say they hurt you.
I wasn't talking physical, by the way.
No. Wait, let's clear that up for that.
Not talking about physical.
Don't have to call a cop. She's good. She's good.
She's good.
Okay. Big brother's like,
trust me, I'm good now.
Okay.
I'm saying it is.
No, what I'm saying is you can't hurt me. If you want to know why someone is hurting you and why you can't get over that thing, I'll tell you why. I'm gonna just hit it and move on, but I'm gonna tell you why. You have to deal with this. The reason why they're hurting you is because something on the inside of you has a judgmental problem with what they did.
Wow.
And you think you're better than them in that area. And since you haven't gone inside and released that problem inside of you, every time they do it, they remind you of that problem you scared to deal with. Okay,
Yeah,
she said move on.
Thanks.
Yeah, I got you. Shax, if I can repeat it. Let's get some details here. Give me a problem that you had.
Relationship problem?
Yeah, give me a real relationship problem.
House cleaning.
Oh, we don't go out anymore.
Okay, we don't go out anymore. That's even stronger.
Yeah.
Actually, we can use house cleaning too. We use both of them at the same time.
Okay.
I don't clean the house, and I don't take you out anymore, because both of them can see. You just disrespect me.
Yeah.
You don't care about what
You don't do
I
nothing
care
about it.
about.
Yeah.
And you must be fooling with somebody else,
And we don't go out.
because you ain't taking me out.
So we ain't spending time.
And you like to go out. So we can do them real issues,
Yeah.
okay? Now, here's what really was the problem. I feel invisible. I feel disrespected, because when I ask you to do something, you're showing me I don't run this house, or I'm not the queen of this house. And it's that really bothers me. You're reminding me I'm not as strong as I would like to be.
Move on.
Not taking me out. You're not giving me attention. You're not making me feel better. What you're actually doing is reminding me that if you don't make me feel better, I'm never better. This is why I always want you to take me out, because the truth is, without you, I have no happiness. I haven't learned how to be happy without you. And I use you so I never have to address me.
Yeah.
And when you admit these things, the moment you say, you know what? I'm not hurt. You know, you not taking me out doesn't hurt me no more. Why? Because I realized it was me the whole time. I wasn't happy with me.
Right.
Now I can sit here and do whatever. If you want to go out, that's fine. Stay out with your friends, that's fine. I get this red box, this bottle of wine. I'm gonna be happy all by myself. Make sense?
Party over here.
Okay. Now let's conclude. Let's recap that. Not a conclusion, but let's just concisely say that shorter. And I'm gonna go to Sylvia, because this is actually her question, and we wanted her to respond.
Yeah.
In conciseness, no one can hurt you. Nobody can stop you from doing anything. They're going to make it harder. That's it. Nobody can hurt you. The only reason you're hurt is because there's something inside of you haven't addressed yet. You thought you were ugly or whatever, but now you think you pretty. You've learned how to be comfortable with the way you look. So now when someone say, oh, well, you don't look, I don't care what you think I look like. I like how I look. I like my natural hair.
Yep, I like my 3 teeth.
I like my dark skin, my light skin. I like my feet. You don't have to like my feet. I like my feet. Does this make sense? When you get rid of what you hated about you, nobody can make you hate that anymore. Yes, sir. Well, hold on. Let me get to Sylvia.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, Sylvia, let's let you respond.
Okay.
Take your time.
So basically, and I just have to say it to you.
Sure.
So basically, what you're doing really is an effect to how you're getting treated in your relationship. Because if you encourage them and look at the good, they may change into the better, right?
That's right. That's right. So let me finish. Actually, before I finish addressing what I was going to say about this question, go ahead. You have a comment.
Yeah, because you guys just said when you change,
I'm saying when you address what's in you,
when you address what's in
nobody
you,
can make you hate you.
Okay. Opposite side. My question was gonna be on the opposite side of that. When you address you and you get rid of what you hate
That's right.
within inside of yourself.
Yep.
Not okay. Nobody else can tell you what they don't like about you, but isn't it fair to also say with your spouse you're no longer gonna be complaining about what they're not doing or whatever?
That's right.
Because it's you
That's
that
right.
you really complain about.
That's
So
absolutely
there's
right.
no more issues now.
That's right.
Yeah,
There can't be any issues
because the issue was you.
when you don't have issues.
Right.
I'm gonna make that make plenty of sense a little bit. Let's go deeper into this. This is I could spend 16 hours on this one subject. I know you get the hit because you just as quiet as a church mouse.
I have a question.
Sure.
My friend wanted to add on to it. She wanted to get into this conversation, but I don't know how to add her on Messenger.
Okay.
Somebody else wanted to get in.
Okay, let me see if she can get in. I have no idea. Let's see if we can add her.
Her name is Carly Ross.
Well, it would have to be your. Let's see. No, I don't.
Call her.
Yeah, what you would have to do is you would have to start a message thread with both of us,
A group. Yeah.
and then start a call from that thread. That's what you would have to do there.
Unless one
Yeah, I
was
just started
come, she
the
can hear what it
conversation,
was.
so now I have to call from there.
Right. Okay. Okay. So hang up and I'll call you from there.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So that's what we're gonna do here. We're gonna let her get back in. I love this. I love the uncut version of what I have done here.
I think it's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
and I
real, live, raw.
Yeah, I didn't want this to be the professional cut green screen and stuff because I want this to be real deal Q&A and stuff, you know, real deal. Okay, do I have you both?
You have me. I think she's
Can
joining.
we ask her what's wrong with this kid?
Oh, okay.
Right?
Okay,
She just joined.
okay. So you got
Highlight
the
online.
yeah.
Hi.
Y'all added video chat, so that's all right. Hi, we see you now.
So just turn the camera off.
Look, you can just cut your camera off. Alright. For those of you on camera over there, they have one closed. they have one closed.
They are appropriate.
Yeah, they are appropriate. They are appropriate.
Just turn your camera
Okay, here we go. And on the top left or something, or bottom left, it should be a little camera button, and you just hit that, and it'll disconnect your camera.
Okay.
Okay. Now, let's go deeper now, okay? Okay, there we go. They got to disconnect now. Gotta disconnect. Women have to be ready to go on camera.
Listen.
Okay. Here's what I want you to get you to see. And pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to meet you. Here's what I want you to get you to see and understand here. That if you have a relationship problem, you're the problem, not the other person. No matter how much you do not want to hear that, that is the truth. Because like attracts like. See, you don't get to escape from science. Now, your ego says it's them. But your grandmother says, well, if everybody would jump off a bridge, would you jump off? See, don't despise the wisdom of old folks.
Show what Granny
Because
said.
they've been telling y'all some quantum physics stuff. Just in some roundabout ways.
Very funny.
Now,
ways.
if I can't make you jump off a bridge, how can I make you angry? I'm trying to make this work up in here. I'm trying to make it plain as possible. If I can't make you jump off a bridge, how can I make you angry? How did I make you cuss me out? It doesn't matter what I did. Yes, I am being belligerent. Yes, I was disrespectful. Yes, I cheated on you. Yes, I deserve my head busted wide open. No, you don't have to respond. There's a beautiful way I love to say this all the time. Can you hear me, ladies?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, good.
Oh, yes.
Okay, good. There's a beautiful way I love to say this all the time. You don't have to participate in every argument you've been invited to.
Oh, my favorite.
I love that phrase.
I love that phrase.
Yeah.
That have saved me
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. I have no idea why I came up with it, but I'm
Just
telling
because
you.
you're invited to the argument.
Yes.
And then you have to attend the party.
Just because you invited me to the argument does not mean that I have to participate. That is when, because I have created my reality. I'm not going to do this. Case in point. All right, somebody was trying to argue with me. Somebody close to me was trying to argue with me yesterday. I said, no, this is what I said. And then, this is, it was shoot. And I went and I just said, you know I'm not going to argue with you, right? And they stopped. And this is the first time they actually stopped. Because it's been about 2 years since I argued with this person. But they finally got the message
I ain't accept that invitation.
yesterday. They waved the white flag. It's probably cussed me out in the head. But she realized there ain't no way in the world he's right. He's not going to argue with me, so I'm not going to get the fix that I want.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to be able to release this anger the way I want to. So let me go post an obscure post on Facebook about him or something, right? That's the only way I'm in.
That was next.
Okay,
That was next.
That didn't happen, but I'm just saying.
But
You get it?
yeah, that was
You
next.
get it? That didn't happen. And here's the thing. Here's what happened. Here's the craziest thing happened. It was peaceful.
A decent conversation.
I spent another 2 hours around this person. It was peaceful. The person understood that I wasn't going to argue. And it had nothing to do with what I said.
What you
It
did.
had everything to do with the energy I emit. I push off. You're not going to argue with me. I don't get paid to argue with you. Like Ply said. I don't get paid to argue with you. That's Ply.
I'm sorry, that bust my soul.
The great philosopher Ply
That's
said,
it. That's it.
I don't get paid to argue with you.
See,
That makes sense?
Right.
If that don't make sense to you, go search on
Go
Facebook
YouTube, Instagram,
or YouTube.
Plies.
Plies. I don't get paid to argue with you. It is a minute of
Yes.
country
Funniness.
funniness.
Yes,
Okay.
funniness.
Okay. What I'm trying to get you to understand is, I can't make you do anything at all. You know why? Which leads us into the one thing I wanted to talk about all day. The law of allowing. I'm going to do a whole hour and something on this. I'm introducing it now. Okay? I get to create whatever I want to create. And I only allow into my reality what I want to allow. So we have to accept this. We have to accept this. I only allow into my reality what I want to allow. Law of allowing says that I am what I am and you are what you are. And you are a master creator. And I am a master creator. And you have the right to create whatever reality that you want, even if I judgmentally disagree with it. And I don't get to stop you from being a master creator. Since I can't stop you from creating the argument you desire to have, I now accept that you desire this argument. I accept that you desire this marital problem. I am not allowing that problem in my reality. I'm gonna give you a great story here in a second. Let's break this out. I do this and I go each level so everybody can understand. Right? Now let's go deeper. So I'm gonna say the same thing about 5 times. It's gonna be the same thing over and over. I'm just going deeper and deeper, which will be more simple. Okay. That means that I would let you create all the boo-boo that you want around you. And I would say, oh, I'm so sorry. You wanted a diaper. You want people who want boo-boo. Let me do you a favor. Allow me to give you permission to go be boo-boo over there. See, I didn't fight you. I simply said, oh, you don't belong here. And that's okay. I'm not mad that you wanted to create what you wanted to create. Keep in mind, when I go deeper, it's gonna hurt. I'm gonna hit all y'all in the faces. Okay?
You already did.
I'm gonna really hit you in the face.
I came to church today.
Yeah. So think about this. Listen to the words you show right to this. Listen to the words I just said. I'm going to allow you to do what you want to do, even if I don't like it.
Just somewhere else.
I'm getting ready to do that. Just know that's where I'm going next. I'm gonna let you do that over there. Now let's go deeper into what I just planted twice. The reason why y'all keep getting into situations that you don't like is because you so judgmental and controlling that you won't let people create their own crosses, their own realities, because you trying to control their harvest. This is not what we do in this family.
I can't even swivel a chair. I don't have a swivel chair.
Listen, your kids to your adults to you cannot. If you want to create a felony, I cannot control that. I must freely admit that what you want to create does not serve me. That's easy. But I must understand that if it doesn't serve you, I shouldn't control that. That's where y'all go wrong. And I know it. That's why I'm going to go do it. I'm going to say the same thing 5 times. I'm on the 3rd. If you don't know, I'm very strategic. I know exactly where all this is going. Because someone just went, but I want to help people. Aha! Let's go deeper. I can only help you if I am first helped. And if I influence you to help, not control you to what I want.
Repeat.
I can only help you if I am first helped myself. Story, airplane. You gotta put the mask on you first, and then protect whoever's next to you. I can't help you dead. I have to first be living. I can't save the world poor. I can't help the homeless broke.
That's right.
I cannot help the homeless by getting down and laying next to them. I have to go make something and then provide them a pallet, bed, something to lay on with money or connections or something. You understand? Now, what y'all are trying to do is control the people you love. I'll tell you how you do it. You say, Deanna, this is what you need to do. And watch it. In your experience,
you think you have it?
in your experience, you know you right. Couple of things there. For one, you're not right. You're right in your experience. And you think because you're older than this person, you know better than this person. That is not the same thing.
Ouch.
Then on top of that, here's what else you do. You say, I just told you why you not doing it. So what you try to do is plant the seed and say, grow right now.
Yeah, and watch how it
You better grow right now into a tree that I want you to be. And the tree better look like this. Now think about this. How long did it take you to change? Come on now.
Come
Come on. Took some of us. Some of us had to waste our whole 20s to get one lesson.
Oh God.
It took me a kid.
Okay, she said it took her a kid to learn a lesson. What about y'all online? What did it take you to learn a lesson? She's like, I still ain't learned it.
I'm still learning. I'm still learning.
That was one lesson the kids are.
Still learning. That's fair. Okay, you can't hear what she said. I came here to actually realize what I'm trying to learn. That's why I'm here, Antonio. I understand. I get it. But check it out. What I want you to understand, very simply, is that you can't plant a seed and make it grow at the same time. But that's what y'all do. This is why the people that you love, you control, and this is why you have relationship problems.
We just try to take the seed and pull the flower out of it.
Yes. You look, you say things like, didn't I tell you to clean up?
Mm-hmm.
You just planted that seed. Now all of a sudden you want
me
this
to get up like
you want
yesterday,
this
like-
man
Yeah.
that ain't cleaned up his bed
Oh,
ever. His mama cleaned up behind him his whole life. And now that he with you want him to change immediately?
Let's start cleaning up as soon as you meet him. And you ain't taught him how to clean.
Well, you won't even acknowledge him because he doesn't do it.
You understand?
You know how to do it.
You can't do you can't do that. You can't do that. So the law of allowing says you are more than welcome to create whatever you want to create, and I will not stand in judgment of you. You had to say something?
I was saying over there.
Over there. 'Cause now, I'm going to break. This is the whole class. It ain't coming yet. It's so tough. I got it. It's about 5, 6, 7 classes away. Okay. But what I'm trying to get you to understand, this is the part of this law of allowing. Y'all ready for this? Because someone, man, I'm saying I'm gonna do 5 times. Here's the 5th time. Okay, here's the 5th time. Some of y'all just went, but I'm not gonna let them go hurt somebody over there. See,
Trying to control.
you are trying to control because you are not taking into fact that they are only creating a reality for people they can hurt. And the people who want to be hurt are drawing these people who hurt you. No. See, I'm going to break it out even more simple.
Say yes, say
I got you. You're saying, but they're mean. He's abusive, or he's not going to, or she's not going to do whatever it is. Give me an example. Give me just anything. Make it emotionally powerful.
He'll never change.
He'll never change. Now watch this here. He'll never change. Now watch it. This is what I'm saying. So what I said is, you're not taking into consideration that they are what they are, and so are the people they will attract. Watch it. He'll never change. So you try to make him change. That's the wrong thing. You need to release him out of your life. Woo! I know where I'm going. You need to release him out of your life. Because he is only going to keep creating, I'm never going to change. Does this make sense? Mm-hmm. But watch it. There's a second element here. And the people who will attract him in their life only want a man who is never going to change. Because like attracts like. They're not being hurt. They're getting exactly what they want.
Got it.
Damn.
She said,
She said, damn. Okay, so let's open
That's
it up.
revelation.
That is revelation. So let's open it up to our two wonderful ladies online, and I'm gonna let them comment. Go ahead, y'all.
How would you go first? Me? Oh my, I just got put on the spot. Okay, I think it makes sense, like what you say, because we attract what we are, like how we feel, you know?
Yep.
And we're trying to make that person change, but we need to change the way we think in order to get what we want, because if we keep attracting the negative things in our lives, that like we're gonna be unsatisfied, and that's kind of like bad karma.
That sounds like a home run.
She got it. She got it. She got it. Yep. Okay. Okay, your turn.
Or who's next? If you want to go on, you can go on. Really? Okay, I'm a little nervous. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna use, like, when I was younger, I used to be with this guy that was just like so not for me. My family didn't like him, but I just saw love. But I didn't really see that I deserved more, and I just kept being with him. And it just took me so long to realize I'm like, I deserve better. And then I kept attracting someone that was trying to change. And till this day, he's still not changed. You gotta give up and
She's not
know
the
what's
only
best for us. Start listening to our inner self, you know? Because that little voice tells us all the time, like, girl, you're doing the wrong thing. This is not the right person for you. We just, like, ignore it, right? So, yeah, I totally respect what you said. It makes sense.
Okay. Good job. That's awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah, that's
She tickled me. She said, he still ain't changed.
Now, all this time.
And check it out. Has she still been trying to change him?
Talking about like instead of like trying to show that, instead like try to influence or help them out or point out things that they could be helpful, instead of like saying like I used to do that a lot. And then I'm like, this is the way I see it and that's it,
Yeah.
And that caused problems. And I remember a lot of people tell me, you have to learn to understand criticism or learn to understand what people think. And I'm like, no, because when I fall their way, I would have moved it because then they still fully that,
Yeah. Yeah, that's powerful. That's powerful. That's powerful. It's great how we can hear the speakers way over here.
Mm-hmm.
So here's where we end, because there's something I want to give to you.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, okay. He's like, thank you. Can you use some candy, please? You've been elbowing me in the eye the whole time. Look, do you see why I did not start off with law of attraction in relationships?
I'm waiting on the
I had to give you a lot of meat first for you to get this here.
I know it's a formula somewhere.
Oh, it's definitely a formula. Here's how you change people. Yes, you can. But there's one way that you can.
Change you.
The only way to change. Okay,
this
she's like, please make it work. Please make it work. Okay. You can't change anybody.
I want the recipe.
But yeah, you can't change anybody. What you can do is when you change and when you no longer tolerate such a thing, what you do is with your positive behavior, you influence someone to change. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to work, because like she said, he still ain't changed. You understand? Because people have to do their own thing. They have to create their own realities, and they will attract the people who want to be heard. That's period, point blank, the way it is. But what I'm saying to you is very simple. Mm-hmm. All of y'all have been changed, air quotes, by me. But I didn't say stop doing this. That never would have worked. What I did was I showed you an example.
You called me a loser.
I called you a lot of losers. I showed you an example. I really did call them loser a lot. I showed you an example, and then when you were ready for me to bite your head off, when you deserved it, I said, oh, no problem. And you wasn't ready for that. My good behavior, my correct motives made you go, wow, maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I shouldn't do him like that. Maybe he's not like everybody else. How many of you have said that
Get
before
out my
about
head,
somebody? 2 stories I want to tell you before we get out of here. Story number 1. As you are on your journey, as you're on your path, I need you to receive and get 2 men. They had farms. And on the farms, they were waiting for rain to come. It was a drought in the land. One of the farmers had enough faith to till his field every day and plant seeds. The other did not. When the rain came, which farmer do you think received the harvest?
The one who planted or tilled it.
From that story, I need you to receive that you have to do the hard transformational work while it's dry.
Yes, sir.
While you are in your cutback season, while he is not acting right, while she is not behaving correctly, while your money is funny, you have to still save. Before the rain comes, you must do all the dirty work in the drought. I am saying something. Because when the blessing does come, you will be wet and unqualified. See, that farmer's field got wet,
Jesus.
but it was unqualified to produce a harvest.
Wow.
And you know what wet and unqualified looks like in the real world?
Flood.
Seeing other people get blessed and you're not. Close enough to someone else's breakthrough, but you didn't put in the work to receive yours.
Wow.
She said, ouch, ouch, ouch. We've done it.
Mm-hmm.
We've not gone to college. Saw our friends go to college. They came back. And the moment we saw them graduated, we felt bad. Make sense?
I missed graduations for that.
Okay, you know, like, man, that could have been me. We wasted our whole 20s partying.
Yeah.
Now we trying to clean up our credit in our 30s.
30s, 40s.
But some of our friends they didn't do what we was doing in our 20s.
And now they got good.
Now they
houses.
balling in their 30s.
Mm-hmm.
And while we,
Like 20.
your 20s, okay? Good, so don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't do it. Stop.
Please,
Stop.
please.
Okay.
Do not go toward the light, Caroline.